Hi, it's IPC Apex Expo 2023 in San Diego, joined by Jason from JW Corporation. Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me.
Now, we've not spoken before, so give me the lowdown on JW.
So JW is a rep group out of Canada where we cover the whole country. I still consider us a startup. We started in 2017.
Right. Okay, yeah.
But I still feel like every day is a startup because there's been a lot of changes, a lot of growth, a lot of things going on. It's been really exciting. And every year has been, better than the last.
Good,
yeah.
So. I mean, and so in 2017, a lot has happened in the world since then, not just within the industry, hasn't it? So what kind of thing, when you come to a show like this, what kind of things are you looking for?
Well, we're usually booking appointments with our customers. So it's a lot of work because customers don't usually want to speak to us in December when they're closing their year. So we've got about 2 weeks to properly plan for the show, book our meetings at the equipment, see what people are looking for, and then it's just a puzzle of matching up our schedules with our customer and our principals.
Have you seen the kind of thing they're looking for change at all over the past few years?
Automation has been a big buzzword for a while. It's something that we've been promoting for a long time.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit and people weren't able to be in the plant anymore, our business actually grew in 2020. And then in 2021 just completely skyrocketed, and same for 2022. So automation would be the key.
And it's funny, we've been talking about that for a decade.
Yes.
Smart factories, all the buzzwords we've been throwing around for all that time. But actually, it took a bit of a crisis to make everyone buy into it, really.
Yeah, well, at the beginning, it was just not being able to have people in the plant. And then the labor shortage that hit all of us, and that just made it more of a reality, is the guys who said, well, this is going to pass and we'll be able to get back in the plant and have everybody working normally. And then all of a sudden, people were retiring, people were going to different industries. And so it kind of accelerated that need. And so it wasn't... I'm going to think about it. I'm like, if I don't do it, I can't produce, and I'll have to, turn away some business.
And it's, is it likely to carry on for some time as well, isn't it? Because, like you say, there's a whole swathe of people retiring, and not as many people are coming into the industry.
For sure, and it's one of the things that we're trying to help with now. Is there's with that retirement, with those people leaving, there's been a big brain drain, if you will, right? So. And a lot of knowledge leaving with these people. It's, there's a lot of techniques and tricks and stuff. It's not documented. It's just experience. And so with people coming in, it's been difficult. So what we're doing right now at JW is we are in the midst of setting up a full SMT lab where we're going to have a full working line. And the purpose is going to be solely for demo, training, and helping customers. So and bringing back some of these guys who are retiring, the network we have of them, and a lot of them are eger to teach, not work full time, but at least give back and teach and make a little money at the same time. So.
Well, that's good. No, like you say, there's that sort of, there's the nitty gritty of nuts and bolts of how something works, but then there's that wisdom, isn't there, which of all the tweaks and workarounds that can just be lost. So
Absolutely.
That's great they're bringing that. And it's that has to go hand in hand. People talk about automation, those sort of things, to take the skill out of doing certain things, or so you can concentrate on your staff you have got in the right areas. But it's also about, we still have to generate that next generation of operators, don't we?
Absolutely. So what I did notice at this show, which I haven't noticed in a really long time, is I started in the industry in 2004.
Right.
It's 2023, and about until 2 years ago, I was still usually the youngest guy at the table. And so, I'm not as young as I was in 2004. But this year, I noticed that there's a lot more young people at the booths and starting to come into the industry. So that was really refreshing to see. And even on our team, we've got a...
And more diversity now as well. We're seeing women come through in those, it's as attractive career to women as men now, I think, which has taken, the industry hasn't changed, but it's taken a while to get that over, hasn't it? And get people enthused about it. It's one of those industries, once you're in it, you can't get out of it.
It's a trap. And it's a trap. And I fell in the industry by mistake, right?
Really?
I didn't even know this industry existed. So
20 years later. And
20 years later, and I've got a company in this industry. So
yeah. And, you've noticed it's sort of been ramping up through all this. I'm sure we're back to normal now, so other shows are going to be very soon. So what kind of other shows are you planning to do in the next year or so?
We'll definitely be attending Productronica.
Right,
We did in 2019. It was a great show. We saw a lot. We learned a lot. One of the things that I've been doing since when I started the company, I traveled a lot.
Right,
I make it a point of when I visit another territory, even if it's not mine, to reach out to the principals and visit customers in those territories to see how how people are doing things differently, and then I can bring that back to my customer and say, I saw this, I saw that, and one of the things I saw outside in Canada, there's been a tendency to go to recycled equipment and hang on to equipment for a very long time, and we've been a strong advocate that other markets, even Asia, have been very successful because they don't throw labor as we believe. They throw automation first.
Yeah.
They try and optimize the process,
right.
and they're not just counting on labor. And in North America, if we don't do that, then we'll never be able to compete. So it's something that we've been promoting for a long time.
Good point. Yeah. Well, thanks for spending the time to talk to us.
Absolutely. It's been a real pleasure.
I hope the show is successful for you, and we'll see you at Productronica.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.